with. We are shopping at our home today. We are not going to buy another pot because we have pots right here. Hi everyone. So today is the big planting day for Olivia Austin Rose that we purchased online, and I will make sure that I link that video below. But the purpose of me getting this type of rose is because it was good for containers. So I wanted to get one that would do well in containers, for the simple fact that when I ordered it, I didn't know where I was going to put it. But let me show you what we did yesterday. We also planted another rose in the ground, and I got one more where I got to find a space for, and then we can get the ball rolling. So let me walk over here real quick and show you what I did yesterday. I put the other rose that we got on our spring haul earlier this year. We found this rose at the big box stores, but I'm telling y'all, it smelled so good. And so I actually put this in the ground, and I caught a lot of trouble doing it, but it's in the ground. I won't even go into details, but I think my husband may be right where I don't complete projects like I'm supposed to, because I do need to finish this, but those weeds got me. Because what I try to do, y'all, is clear out the space by pulling as many weeds as I can. But then after I'm done, everything's planted, I like to line it with cardboard and then put the mulch on top to help with the weeding. Now let me show you another thing that I did not complete, but as we walk over here, I didn't complete it because I ran out of cedar chips and I need to go get some more. Okay, so I started planting my nasturtium, which you can see right here, and then I also cut back or pruned back the blanket flower, both of them, and gave them a good dose of the slow release fertilizer. But I did, y'all, I ran out of wood chips. And let me show y'all, I put this on Instagram yesterday. These are called catkins, and they come from the, can y'all see them? They come from the male oak tree, and let me tell you, they are a mess. They're all over this yard, and they bring lots and lots and lots of pollen along with them. But this should be done in a few more weeks, and then we can get back to our regularly scheduled gardening program. But anyway, okay, so the purpose of this video is to plant our Olivia Austin Rose. Now, I am going to get back over to that section today, but what I'm going to do is I'm refusing to go buy a pot. I wanted a very pretty pot, but we're going to open this storage room and we're going to see what pots we have all ready to use. And then she, meaning Olivia Austin, she is going in the front. I have a nice place I think that will be perfect for it. It doesn't get the harsh sun like here in the backyard, because about midday, the sun like beats. When I tell you it beats hard. And I actually told my husband that we have to go ahead and like prime the sprinklers and kind of look at those and service those and make sure those are good to go, because I was out here hand watering the other day, and when you water, you want to water deep. And it took a while. It took a while for me to water deep, but anyway, let's go look for a pot, and then we'll go up front and I'll show you where Miss Olivia is going to go. Okay, y'all, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. These are for my walkways, okay? The cardboard is for my walkways, but I am going to give y'all a tour of this storage room as soon as I get it together. But these are all of the empty pots that I have, and I want one that is big enough. So let me like pull everything out real quick. See, this is what gets me in trouble too when I go pulling stuff out. Let me pull everything out, and then we'll see what we have, because on the website you do need like a big enough pot, but just by looking at it, I think I see which one that I'm going to use. So let me pull that out, and then I'll show you what we have available, because I'm not going to the store to buy another pot, and I got these pots right here. Gotta recycle and reuse. So here are our big pots that we have. These are our options, and While I do like the size of this one, the sides to me are like really low. I do like either one of these. This one right here, I didn't do it this year because I planted a lot of tulips in the ground, and we have a video on that. But normally I'll plant like my bulbs, like irises, in these for spring around, so they come up around Easter time. But I didn't do it this year, but I definitely enjoyed the ones that were in the ground. So I know for a fact, I think I'm going to use one of these to replant and pot up my hibiscus, but I'm not gonna put it like on the patio because I don't want to have too many pots on the patio for snakes to hide. Okay, we do not want that. So it's between these two. So, and I think they're pretty much the same size, but due to the fact how I am, let me just get a measuring tape and measure the insides, and we're just gonna go with the one that is the biggest. Apparently the tape measure got legs and walked off, but for all of you who don't know, I also sew, and I always keep plenty of measuring tapes. I have not sewn in a while. It's been a long time, but I always keep measuring tapes. I used to keep them in my purse as well. So both of these are 18 inches in width from inside to inside. This one just has a higher, kind of a higher edge, and I think this is the one I'm going to go with. We are shopping at our home today. We are not going to buy another pot because we have pots right here. So let me show you where we are going to put it, because we're going to have to do a little bit of rearranging. Okay, so this is where we're going to put it, and we're actually going to move this, and we're going to take that somewhere else. I don't know if I want to keep it in the front and the back. We will be planting something in there, but we're just going to move it for now. I went ahead and prepped by cutting this down again, and let me tell y'all, this grows up really, really quick. Like, I find myself cutting this maybe every week and a half or something, but they still have that fragrance of that tea olive tree. I'm telling y'all, if you want a very fragrant plant, not a tree, because we had to get this cut down, definitely look into tea olive. But I was definitely cutting it back because these are the drift roses right here, and so it was getting so out of control to where this part of the rose was not getting a whole bunch of light. And like I said, it does have sun coming in this area, but not like the beaming, blazing sun that's in the back. The tree right here kind of filters that, but we do get sun. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this off, and then I'll show you what I'll be using to plant right here in this area. Or what we're going to plant the rose, but I'll show you what we're going to use, because we did get the mycorrhizae fungi, and we're actually going to go ahead and put rose food in there. The thing to remember when you plant in pots is you definitely have to stay on it with the watering, because they're not pulling from the water that's in the ground. So I don't want to kill my rose, I really don't, but you have to stay on top of watering more so in pots than you do in the ground. So let me go ahead and let me get everything pulled up to the front, this moved off, and then we'll show you what we're going to do, because I'm going to put the pot on here first and then fill it. I'm not going to fill it and then break my back. Okay, so we have all of our supplies ready to plant our Olivia Austin Rose, which we have right here. And so what I did was moved this pot right here over, and if I sound a little winded, I have been walking back and forth. I definitely get my exercise, because when I plant things, I like it to look good from all like angles. So I want you to be able to see it when you're driving up, when you're pulling in the yard. I just want everything to come together. So this is what we have for our rose. We are going to put some David Austin rose food in there. We also have the David Austin mycorrhizae fungi that is good when you're planting it. And we have our potting soil, and then I'm just going to use a little layer of compost on top to kind of serve as the mulch. So I think this will be a great way to go ahead and get everything started. So what I'll do is I'll put everything together, and then I'll come back and I will show you how everything is, because I think it's going to look good because of the drift roses. And if you see, these are starting to get the pink blooms on here with the yellow centers. So we have the drift roses right here, and I do have to keep this cut, and then we'll have like our big Olivia Austin rose. So let me go ahead, put everything together, and then we'll come and close everything back out. So I remember going to get some clearance plants, and I got 7 of these. These were dianthus that I was going to put in the back. So I just took 2 of them and put them up here. I'm going to keep an eye on them because they can get a little bit tall. It says between 8 to 24 inches. If they get just a little bit bigger than this, then that's fine. So those will grow there. And I do like the color variation on them. Some are like a dark pink with specks of white, and some of them are more white with specks of pink. So hopefully these will turn out perfect in this area. But we went ahead and got our Olivia Rose planted. We got everything watered in, and so I just watered everything, and some of the water is coming out the pots. I'll probably give it one more good watering to get it started off, but that is it for this area. So welcome again, Olivia Rose. We hope you do well in this area. And so I'm just going to wait for everything to grow in. Once again, you can see how the catkins on the live oak tree has really done a number on the mulch here. And so we're just going to wait for everything to grow in. I do have a couple of lilies that I wanted to get planted because we pulled up the tulips the other day, and I still have to weed and mulch this area. Now the daffodils for us will come back, but I'm just going to let them die down. And then we have some agapanthus that's coming up right here. And so all we need to do now is just get everything weeded and mulch, and then I'll let my husband go ahead and prime and check the sprinkler system so that we can get some consistent watering on everything, so that they can grow and be strong. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you are not a subscriber, we will absolutely love to have you as one. So make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.